Yay! Whoa! Here we go. MS Warrior here. How you doing? Sounds cheesy, right? But that's going to be my opening every morning, every night, every evening. Messing up here. So support. I'm not lost. I'm not just waiting a little bit here. But that is our topic for today, support. We're going to be starting in about 2 minutes here. So hope everybody's doing okay. Who's already just logged on? No, give me 1 second. I'm still here, guys. I had to get my other phone so that I could see what you all are saying. But all right, I'm going to be starting at 7:05 because I know sometimes that I jump in and some people kind of catch the entrance late, live wise, just trying to catch as many people as I can before I start. I see Miss Nut. I see that y'all here, and I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that everybody else is here. If I didn't catch you, so hello everybody. Hello. 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 I can't see my time. We're taking off in T-minus 2 minutes. And I can't count that off. I got Miss Brandy coming up on the screen. Well, Miss Brandy not coming up on the screen, but I just see her coming up on my little thingy here saying that she's watching. People shooting off firecrackers, guys. My background is like crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be turning the camera here there for a little bit before we start. Okay. It's 7:05. Starting time. Hello. Hello. It's your MS Warrior here, Leigh. For those who know me from Albany, Georgia, back in like the 1990s, 2000 era. And welcome to MS Monday. This show tonight is going to be a doozy. And the reason why I say it's going to be a doozy because it's a very iffy conversation. Iffy conversation. The conversation of support. Regardless if we're sick or not sick, ill with a disease. Support is something that everyone needs, and that's all the way from the point of being born to the point of death. And I personally feel there's no specific time when support is needed more. Some can say, okay, support, for you, especially from your parents, is greatly needed at the time of birth because the child can't walk, or you have family members that can sit up here and say, okay, it's needed more at the time of death because a person can get to the point to where they can't do anything for themselves, or they're on their deathbed, and who wants to leave here without the support of the loved ones, around the bed to see them off, right? So that's the question. Support. The topic, support. The thing that the thing that everyone needs. Miss Annette, I'm sorry you don't feel great. I was actually like that earlier today. So if you felt like how I felt before I went to work, girl, tell me about it. I had to do some praying for me to get through work today. So I don't know what this is. If you guys see this a red spot on me, on my face. I don't know the last time I shaved, did I cut myself or anything? But anyway, that's beside the point. All right, support. So the question is, do you have it or you don't? So the first portion of this, I'm going to hit on, do you have it? And some of us, regardless if we have MS or not, we have support. And I've seen it. I've talked to people where people are like, man, my support is like awesome, off the chain. And that's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. And I want to hear a lot of that. And if you do have that type of support, please let me know. And so you can sit and, give us a little feedback on a little into your great support, because not in a bragging sense. This is not something that I'm trying to do. And please, guys that don't have support, don't take this as someone saying, oh, whatever, they got support and they sit up and throwing it in my face. No, it's not like that. Because sometimes, or that might just be a sense of not knowing what a great support group is, because that's why I was finna get into support. We can have support and it might not be the greatest support, or might not even be the best support ever. And just the fact that we know we got support, or that support is there, we're thinking, okay, I got support. All support ain't good. And so we have to look and dissect that as well. Is my support really good? How are you feeling, during, I want to say, like, on your down times where you just basically feel like quitting? That great support, can you turn to that support? I can't cook today. Oh, I got you. I'm really not just feeling the lovey-dovey stuff. I just really, the hugging and stuff, I can't do it right now. I'm hurting. Your support, I got you. You know, I can't pick the kids up. Your support, I got you. Stuff like this. This is something that's a good support system, and when they say they got you, they got you. And what I mean about that is that they're not coming back on the rear end and hey lady, how are you? They're not coming on the rear end and they're not saying, I can't do this anymore. This doing things where you should be coming in and doing it. Okay, yeah, I know you got MS, but no, it's no but. We have an issue. Our greatest issue that we have dealing with MS is, I've come to find out, is depression. Depression, I'm really starting to feel, is like a serious downfall for us. MS grabs hold to that part of us, that mindset of us, and it just grinds and it just grinds and it just grinds. And if we don't find something that would distract us from out of that, that position in life, we're going to tank. And so when we say we have support, is your support that type of support? And if you have that type of support, you're winning. And if you don't have that type of support, we got to figure out, can we like change the support that we got now, and or either talk to the support. Like, Key, for an example, I don't know if you guys called Fierce Friday, where we was talking to Miss Dunn, which I call Mama Dunn. Been knowing each other for a couple of years. She came back to me like that Saturday or Sunday and let me know that her husband so happened to watch the show with her, or she showed, I think he watched it live, and he got it. He realized that their mixed connection, it came from him being scared. You know, come on. Nobody wants to lose their partner, especially if you're married and it is a true marriage, true love. You know, nobody wants to lose their partner, and so sometimes you can become bitter. Sometimes when I mean bitter, as in you just don't want to be around that person because for some reason you feel if I stay distance, you know, if I put this distance in between us, we're gonna be like, I can take it better. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. You make it hard on yourself and your partner, because here's this partner is needing you, and you're distancing yourself, and so you guys stop. If you're doing that, women, stop. If you're doing that, if you're this partner, no. That's not what we need. That is not what we need at all. We need you here. We need you front and center. But they're gonna fix up their den. They're gonna he's adding a lift thing so that she could, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, you know, but I think Miss Dunn said that he's gonna do the little stair thing where she can drive down the thing so they can have movie night and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that our support, we don't listen, or not we, they don't listen sometimes when we're trying to explain to them what's going on, and that's when the support is not good. When they're like, you know, shut out, you know, they're not understanding. And when you have a support group that's understanding, that's when we're winning. So that's what we need to find. So for those who have support, make sure that your support is understanding, okay? And I'm going to open the floor for questions or any comments, which I am looking at a comment now from Missy, I'm sorry, which I'm going to look at in just a moment, Missy. But if anybody wants to come up while I'm opening the floor for comments and for us to interact with each other, feel free to say, hey, I want to come up and talk about my support, because that's the portion of this show that I'm talking about right now. So let's see. Missy says that I've been married for almost 20 years and we watch you together. He and my support. I meant he and my son. Him, her husband and her son is her support. They take her to her doctor appointments. Oh, you guys watch me together. That is so sweet. You know what, guys? Give me 1 second. I gotta reopen my window. Don't have the air conditioner on, so it is kind of hot in here. Whew. I'll sit up here and burst into flames on y'all. So give me 1 second. Oh, that's wet. Oh, had to go get a towel till I started sweating. All right. So, Missy, that is great. I love that. Missy, I made you laugh. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Jeez. Uh, but yeah. So my thing is, that's what we need, though. That's what we need, and I like to hear that. And guys, a lot of us are not going to have that support, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. But just wait. Just bear with me, okay? So is anybody else that's watching that has a great deal of support? That Missy, if you can, what's up, Mr. Senior Perry? Gee, it's hot in here. The lights I have are daylights. I don't like soft lights. And I feel like one of those rotisserie chickens in Walmart. And so I feel like I'm turning around, but I'm not evenly getting cooked because I'm just the light's right there and it's shining on this side. So I'm probably gonna just overcook on one side. So if I burst into flames on you guys, I am so sorry. But yeah. But Missy, I'm glad that you shared that. Yes, Missy, I'm getting sunburned. Like really bad. Because I got that three-way light thing going on. And so when you click, I got it like up high. Let me turn this other one off. Because then I got this other one that's like 100 watt. So it didn't look like it didn't change anything. But hopefully it did. I'll cool down. Whew, we can't take heat. And I'm sitting up here trying to cook myself on set, live. So. But Missy, you want to come up and do you want to guess? Are you video savvy? Like, do you and your hubby want to come up and you guys be my guest tonight? For those that are talking about they have support, anybody feel free. And you know what? That's my other thing as well. Like how Missy just explained how everything's going. It's not. You don't have to be all. Oh, I was asking Missy if you would like to be a guest on the show. Like you have the option to where not only you can comment, I can actually. You want to? You want to come on the show? Say yes again if you understand what I mean. I'm gonna wait. Like you can be a guest right now. Like I can press the button. I can add you to the show right now. You give me one more yes. Well, hold on, Angel. Wait, Angel. Okay, Missy. I just wanted to make sure. We're going to try this, Missy. You gotta accept the invitation, Missy. I'm going to send you. I'm going to send it to you again. You gotta accept the invitation, okay? Or did you not understand what I was referring to, being a guest on the show? Because I can't come to where you're at right now. I don't have a airplane unless you're in Albany, Georgia, and then we can get in a car and I can ride over there to your house. But I doubt it. I wonder.
Hello?
What? Hey, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How are you? I am so fine.
Awesome.
Glad to see you on here.
Yes. We watch you.
Really?
Yeah.
So how long have you been diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in 2002.
2002. And how are you now?
I have my good and bad days. I have tremors now and lots of lesions, and I went to the neuro today, my husband and I, and he's putting me on what is it? Tecafera? I can't say it right. Dang them freaking words. Sorry.
You know what? I don't feel bad now. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't say it right, but yeah, they're putting me on that
Tech
Tecafera.
Texadera?
Yeah,
Texadera?
something like that. So,
What were you on before?
well, I was on Avenex, the shots.
Why are you changing?
I had a really bad reaction about 3 weeks ago. I didn't want to live anymore, and that was a side effect of the shot.
Wow.
And I'm not like that. I'm usually the happy-go-lucky person.
I see. You're showing that very avidly, and I'm glad you're changing.
Yeah, I was on that, and then before that, I was on Aubagio, and I had a really bad reaction. It was really sick. So, but yeah, I have my
Now, was this your only option?
well. He doesn't know what else to do because I'm kind of sensitive to medicines, so he's trying to be careful.
Okay.
So, but
So your support, hubby and son.
yes, very. He's in there eating. And some meatball subs.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you eaten?
Oh, I will in a little bit.
Oh, okay. 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 Um, how is your son?
How old?
Uh-huh.
He's 23.
Okay. And does he stay around you guys
He lives with us.
or
He goes to college.
okay.
He's a registered vet tech.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
he's going back to college right now to be a veterinarian for neuro and orthopedic.
And yeah, I work at PetSmart, so I'm loving the animals, and
That's awesome.
I don't even know why actually I don't even know why I work there because I try to walk out with all the dogs.
Oh,
So
they're so cute too.
yeah. So what is your the greatest thing that you can say about having that type of support system?
what can I say about it? It's wonderful to have them support me because sometimes I'm down and they're there for me, especially with the medicines and stuff that I take. And if they don't like something, they tell me. Like
Okay.
like at the doctor's, my husband will go off on neuro. He's laughing. He's in the background laughing. Yeah.
Well, that's great though. That's sticking up for you,
Right.
right?
Right, because of certain things that he doesn't agree with. So yes, he's very supportive. And tell him why? Which time? Oh, because they lied. Yeah, she lied to me because I had a CD in my hand for my MRI from the previous where I lived, and she didn't have that, and I had it in my hand, and I did a new MRI, and she said nothing changed. Well, come to find out, I had the CD in my hand, and I handed it to her, and I'm like, here, you haven't looked at this because you don't even have it. And she's like, okay, well, I'll look at it, and I'll get back with you. Well, I had 7 new lesions.
Wow.
Yes. The lesions doubled. So, but the support I love. I do have friends, but a couple of them are they're like my best friend, but they're weary. So they kind of stay away now. Shady, kind of. And it kind of hurts. But then I have my family. My family's very important. Number one, my friends that are on here, I've never really opened up to people before. This is my first time. In the last 3 months, I have never been in a group before with people.
Really?
Yeah, to talk to. I've always been
Really?
just with.
Last site, those guys are just hitting on.
Yeah, and I like it. We watch you at night. We watched you on what, Friday? I think it was. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But it's nice to have support, and I know everybody that doesn't have it, and but I'm happy to have them, because if I didn't have them, I don't know what I would have. I mean,
Yeah. And that's the point that I'm trying to get out, is that, and kind of like how you were saying that you were kind of to self,
right.
and you didn't you didn't let anybody in.
Right.
So I
for years.
a lot of because we don't want nobody to leave.
Right.
We don't want nobody to leave, but then we don't want anybody to treat us different.
Right.
As well.
So I always hid everything. I never showed people when I was hurting, when I had headaches, when I couldn't walk, because with my tremors, when you try to walk, sometimes it's so paralyzing and you don't know what to do anymore, and you don't want hugs. You want people to stay away. And my husband is now realizing that, and he's very, very supportive, and so is my son. It's like, stay away from Missy time. Sorry.
No. Cause if you don't, I've become so blunt sometimes that I think it can be offensive.
Right.
And when I mean offense, not in a disrespectful way, but a lot of MS warriors are like so secretive,
right,
to where they hinder themselves from getting the type of support that you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. And it's hard for people, and I understand where people come from, because I've been there, and I still do too. Yeah. Yes, I do have support in my house, and I do have support on the outside, and I do have support with you guys, and that's wonderful, and I love it, and I wish that everybody had that, but not everybody does.
Yes. And so a person that's in your situation, what can what what type of advice can you give them to kind of break out of that, to go ahead and say, regardless if they're going to accept me or not, I need to let someone know I how I am doing or how I'm feeling, so that I can see if this support is right for me that I have around me.
It's really hard. I'm trying to think. Because I didn't come out for years. So,
That's the biggest question, right?
right. Exactly.
Yep.
Because it's like a social anxiety thing.
Yeah.
And not wanting to be around people or try to talk to people. And this is my first time ever doing this, so.
Really?
No,
Oh, well, I'm happy.
but the advice
I,
I just wish, it's really hard. That's a really good question because it's hard. It's really hard. I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't even know how to explain. It's hard.
yep. I actually I didn't expect you to, but I just really wanted to see what your answer was going to be, because it is hard. And so I'm not actually trying to tell everybody that it's easy and that you're just gonna come out, you
Right.
know.
You have to, it takes time.
And yeah, and it's never too late.
Right.
Me and a Miss Diane Keys, we had been interacting with, and I hope I'm saying his name right, because I know a lot of Davids. But the other night, there's a warrior that's like, he's done. I'm trying to reach him. He hasn't responded back to anything that I've said, but he just put it out there. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I don't have any support. People are backstabbing me, and he's just up and just stated, I don't want to live anymore. And that is so, which I know I'm going to hear with what I am doing. I know I can't pull everybody out of the darkness, but that's still hard to hear.
Right. It's hard,
Um,
especially if you're in
I
that kind of darkness.
exactly, and
It's
so I'm
like
so
whenever I did that 3 weeks ago, when I said I'm not going to live no more, I didn't want to live anymore. And you have this really bad feeling. I mean, yeah, he's like, it's the meds. Um,
it can be. No, it is. It can be.
right. And it was really hard. And that feeling, I can still feel that gut feeling. And it's terrible. It's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, yeah, and Ms. Keys just stated, she just commented that she hasn't heard from him either,
Oh,
and I'm not even sure if he's on meds at all, because sometimes even without the meds, like how he was saying he was being backstabbed,
from
is
probably friends and family and stuff.
Yeah, we watched the other night when Angel and Misty were talking.
it was
Yeah, we were
church.
watching the other night when Angel and Misty were talking back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and this was church he was talking about,
Oh, wow.
church.
Well, people do that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's hard to trust people.
I that is the biggest thing for me, that I've learned, that you don't have, being sick like this, you don't even have to be like that.
Right.
It's why? What's the purpose? You know, tomorrow is not promised. So the last thing that you want to do is put me down Why? For what? What are you gonna get out of it? If you're gonna become a millionaire, I would say as long as you give me a piece, put me down all day.
Right.
But that's not the case,
Right.
you know. And so it's wonderful to know that there are people in our situation that can have someone like your husband and your son.
Right.
And I am so happy to hear things like that. And that's one of the main reasons why I do what I'm doing, because for people that don't have that support,
Right.
you know, I always throw myself out there, and I really don't think people believe it as much, but I know I'm on the other side of a phone,
Right.
whether it's via you just seeing my big old head or just hearing my voice. I am here for anybody that I can assist. I don't care if it's just 2 seconds of talking to.
Right.
That's one reason why I started the Monday and the Friday, and then I added the website where I had the number. So anybody that's listening, the support is here via all those options. Missy, I totally appreciate you coming up for the first time and letting us see your beautiful face.
Oh, thanks.
And hubby, we love you. We love you, sir.
Sorry, we're moving, so I got like boxes everywhere.
Oh no, and we thank you for welcoming them. We thank you for allowing us to come in your home. And feel free if you see any topic that you want to hit on, that you're watching the show and you want to pop up, just let me know. And we love you.
We love you too, and thank you. And I really hope everybody, I know everybody's going through good and hard times, and if anybody ever wants to talk, I'm available too. So,
okay.
I mean,
all right, well, all right, Missy.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay, and that was Missy, guys, and that was so nice of Missy to come up. I thought that was so cool. And see that's a support. That's the type of support that you're looking for. That's even if you're talking about girlfriend, kids, even best friends. It doesn't matter. Or nice church members that are not stabbing people in their back. They're out there. Is that you just got to figure out if the support that you have is great or not, you know, and it's kind of hard to figure that out, especially if you're okay, hold on. Oh, it's starting to get a little nippy outside. So I'm fighting with cold and heat from the light. I don't know if anybody goes through that where I don't know. I have an issue with I guess I gotten too hot, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of having tremors. That's why I had to turn the other light off. So, and you might hear it in my voice a little bit. So excuse me if even my thought process is acting crazy. But yes, I had gotten a little too hot. But what better way to see me than to see me in my happiness and my worst, because that lets you guys know how authentic I am. I'm not trying to hide anything. But so that's on the support part of the spectrum. And when we move over to the other part, I don't have support. All right. And you know, I love to stab and dissect my life when it comes to this, because I feel that puts a realness into what's going on. And it also shows that, no, it's not easy to tell about yourself, but you have to a degree, for someone to understand what's going on. And it took me to be diagnosed with MS to be the person that I am now. I could probably say that I was shy. I don't know if you guys see that right now. I still am kind of shy. I guess depending on the situation. My confidence level was extremely low. I was bullied a lot in school. If any of my classmates are watching right now, especially in high school, I was the weirdest child. And so I heavily got picked on. But I had that support that to end that first part off. I had that support that the support was there, but it wasn't good support. Her, a marriage that shouldn't have basically probably lasted, a marriage that shouldn't have lasted as long as it lasted. I can't blame that on my ex-wife, because it was me. I stayed as long as I stayed. And that's something that you also have to realize, that you can't blame everything on everything else. You also have to take accountability of what's going on in your situation as well. And I think that's something that we might have a tendency of doing. Just because you have MS and we might have issues with thinking and whatnot, that doesn't mean that we sit and say, well, I can't go, because it's going to be hard, especially if it's something that you've been doing for 15 years. You've been with this person for 15 years, and then all of a sudden you get struck with MS, and then you have nowhere to go. Like, basically, that's how I felt. Nobody was going to love me. I got this walker. I got this dead foot. I could barely talk. Man, I was having spasms where my face would do like this and stuff. I'm like, who wants to talk to a man where they look just like Elvis, like you're a constant Elvis? Hello, thank you, thank you very much. Who wants that? Who wanted to sit up there and talk to Elvis, just, and you ain't singing and you ain't got Elvis money, right? So who wants that? And but for real, that's how I felt. So then now you got this other side where you got people that don't have that support at all, that you're living by yourself. The friends that you've had, and hey, talk about a friend. My best friend, one of my best friends, Maurice is watching. Hey, Maurice, how are you? But he's the type of friend that I'm referring to where you something happens and that person doesn't turn tail. You know, they're still there. Um, and guys, if I'm missing your comments, this is like me becoming a very great show. I do apologize. Because I'm actually going to open the floor for someone that doesn't have the support and that they want to talk about not having the support and what we can do as a community to try and help you guys, you know. So, like I said, I want to do both halves. So if that's something, if you want to come up just like how Missy did, you know, feel free just this moment. But, you know, we have us, I mean, there's a bunch of us that are out like in the water, can't swim, and like we don't have that support. We're drowning, we're sad, we're depressed. No one likes us, no one would talk to us, people run from us. We're like mutations, you know. I get it. Like I was saying, I was bullied long time before now, and so depression was kind of almost a given for me. Um, there were many good things that my previous marriage gave me. Well, my ex-wife did and gave me, and the advice to join a MS group. And I'm like, whatever. Cause she's like, I just don't understand what you're going through. Basically, I really can't help you. You know, you're talking about this, you're talking about that, and you needing this, and you needing this. You need to talk to somebody that understand what you're going through. And I fought it and I fought it and I fought it and I fought it for weeks. And I finally sat down and I joined the group. And man, I talk about I talk about this situation a lot. And you guys probably gonna hear about this situation over and over again because this just stands out. And this put me like where I'm at now as well. Because it was just so sad. And this goes right back to where just because it's support, that doesn't mean that you need that support. Um, because you go to a support group to find support. But when you got people in that support group that the support that they're given is the support that you're not needing, as in is so sad or just want to just milk and depression, is nobody needs that, especially in our situation. That's the last thing we need. That is our worst enemy. It's like kryptonite, depression. So, I don't want anything that I am doing for us to be like that. We need to be a light. So, is there anybody out there that doesn't have support that's watching right now that is willing to come up like Missy? If you missed Missy, oh my God, you missed a great portion of the show, which it's going to be up on the website later on, first thing, 12 a.m. It should be available on the website. I am going to share it as well, if you missed that portion. But still, the whole show is going to be available on ICanBeatMS.com. If you haven't seen any of the shows, please go to ICanBeatMS.com and you're going to go into services and it's going to say MS Monday and you click on it. And we're on season 2 right now. So we're doing great. But is there anybody that would love to come up? Or is there anybody that wants to comment? And, you know, I can read out the comment and we can go from there. That that doesn't have support. So, but while I'm waiting a little bit for that, I'm gonna hit on that a little bit more. Like I was talking about the warrior David, if and like I I feel even worse now because Miss Keys, correct me if I'm wrong. Was his name David? Because if his name's not David, I feel even worse. And I know sticking, not sticking, but putting my heart out the way that I'm doing on with with my community of MS warriors is both is a double-edged sword where I'm going to get situations where the end result is not going to be great at all. You know, I have the people that send me the long messages where they're saying what you're doing is bull, fake. You're just out doing it for yourself. Um, I'm getting in situations like David where I can't reach him or I can't even get anyone to him to reach him. Um, I've actually had a situation like that a couple of years ago with another warrior. Her name is Reese. Um, she's in a home now. And I help. I tried to help as much as I could with that situation. Um, and I guess um, it becomes an issue. It does become an issue when you're not in the same city, when you're not in the same town, when you're not in the same state. Yes, but please do not let that knock. Don't let that knock the fact that you can reach out to a fellow MS warrior that's willing to talk, that's willing to make the time to just hear the reason why you're in the situation that you're in or why you feeling depressed. Because maybe there's something that we can say. Maybe there's even something that we can do. Who knows that we might even have family members in that area. Yeah, you know, that could be reaching a little bit, but you know, you never know. And so don't never not join a group. Don't never not open up because you might miss that. You might miss it. You know, you might miss that help. You might miss that opportunity. Um oh, Miss Keys, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about nobody complaining anymore. That's besides me. Um, but yeah, like you were saying, it's hard, but we got to reach out, guys. We got to. If we don't, regardless if you have support or not, regardless if your support that you do have is shitty. Yes, I said it, shitty. Reach out. Reach out. Um, Listen. This let me show you exactly. Because this is not up here for their shows. This is not up here for like hold on. I ain't make this website for nothing. I didn't make this website because my I had I got some college hours on web design. It ain't have nothing to do with that. You see this? Look, helping unlock MS, multiple sclerosis. And look, hey, Miss Tanya. Hey, Miss Tanya. Look, we got the Albany, Georgia walk. Anybody that's on here in Albany, Georgia, I better see you at that walk. Classmates. I'm spamming all my classmates because I want to see everybody in Albany at the Albany walk. Everybody. Not everybody. Everybody. Okay? And it's going to be at the church here. But, all right. So, look. You go to this website, right? You go to this website. You got up here, home, about us, services. You click on services, and then we go to a different screen. Now, see, I am setting myself up to be a motivational speaker for us all, which I am hoping that's going to start picking up pretty soon, where I'm wanting and willing to find myself in a building near you so that I can talk to I got lost on my train of thought there. Oh, so that I can I could be a little bit more hands-on with other MS warriors and stuff. So I'm actually really looking forward to that in the future. But all right, vlogs. Look, MS Monday. I don't have these just yet. That's gonna be a good one. It's not gonna be live, Miss Keys. It's not gonna be live, but Miss Keys gonna have a part in that right there. But MS Monday, boop. Then it's gonna open up in a new tab. And so look, season 1, we have pushing through and giving up. So look, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, 4. This was a good one. This is an issue. This is an issue. Like this right here, these 2 issues here are something that we have a problem with in our community. And so, and then, like I said, we got season 2, which I'm working on right now, which you guys are a part of at this very moment, which your slide is going to go right here. But look, I'm gonna go through this again, right? So we you go to ICanBS. I can go to BS. No, ICanBeatMS.com, right? And you're gonna go to services. Click on services. You're going to go down to vlogs, which you have MS Monday. And there you go. So those, if you want to, we have some guest stars. Like we had Karen here on the parenting thing. We had Miss Fall. It wasn't that I was feeling down. I just wasn't feeling too good, and she was a great guest on here. We had Tammy here. Tammy was very wonderful. And the guys, oh man, you guys killed it. I love you guys. Just like gonna bring up Angel if he's still there. For a before we end off here, maybe for a good 15 minutes. So that's that. Then, like I say, I have Fierce Friday, which I'm just doing this for the first time. We're in season 1. That airs every Friday on the same time. So look, we have things to look at. I didn't build this for nothing. This all has something to do with all of us. And I would love for you guys to partake in it, because in order for us to get past this, to get over this hump, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The cure for MS is going to lie in between us, all of us, sitting up here working together to not only figure out ourselves and to express ourselves, because if we can't find doctors that will listen to us, if we can find doctors, like great doctors that'll listen to us, if we don't talk, what's the point? And that's something that we're not doing because we're scared, we're afraid, and we have to find some way past that. But what I was basically trying to get to, the main reason I'm showing you the website, is contact us. Look, you can do this many ways. You have a contact form. You're filling it out. You can do going for the MS MS Warrior SOS, where it will be sent to us to where we can figure out, I can pair you with somebody, and that warrior will contact you, and you go from there. You got to be upfront with that person too that you talk to. That's the only way that you're going to be able to be helped. Misty, hold up, sweetheart. Crying time kicking in. Misty, inbox me, please. But if you want to be a guest, you can do it this way too as well. You click in, you setting it up, and you put in, what's going on. But this is mainly what I want to show you. This number, you can call, you can text, you can email. See, click on this email. This comes directly to the group, to the organization, and I or anyone else will help you as possible, and we got to help ourselves. So I'm not doing this because I want y'all to see this big round sexy face of mine. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm flabbergasted on why and how I'm doing this day in and day out, because this didn't used to be me. But Angel, if you still on, do you still want to come up and talk? Miss Keys, inbox Misty for me, if you don't mind. Paul, you got support? You already talked to him already. You already talked to Misty, Miss Annette, and thank you for that. And see, like that's what I mean. Look, we got to talk to each other. Misty is one of our warriors that support is kind of scary, and um, I was just basically trying to see if Angel was gonna say anything. I know he wanted to come up, and then I just had to take a brief moment. Um, you're not gonna never see me not hide my emotion with you guys neither. So, um, if you don't know, I'm very emotional, and it might be times where if the situation um if it's gonna be angry, I'm gonna be angry. You're gonna see it. I will express myself angrily, not to offend anybody, but sometimes you might have to have a little aggressiveness in your voice to get some of your points across, to show how passionate and um, how strongly you feel about something. Not like just yelling or anything like that. Um, and it might just be a point like this where I'm just trying to hold back the waterworks, because yet again I know everything that I say is not going to be able to touch someone to a point where they're just going to all of a sudden snap out of it. But it doesn't mean that I stop, you know. So I'm asking anybody that's watching this, whether you are an MS warrior or a supporter or just somebody just said that, I'm just gonna see what this man talking about, because his Mr. Clean Head is like everywhere. So I really want to see what he's saying. What I'm saying is multiple sclerosis is not the only monster out there in the world. The worst monster out in the world right now is people. And we can be so nasty. We can say things, we can do things, and we can not do things that can start a chain of events. But that's when we have to figure out who we are. Something that took a real long time for me to do it, but I did it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe not next year. Just because you have MS, that doesn't mean that you're out. That doesn't mean that you're alone. That doesn't mean that you're going to be alone. Just because it took something that you held as value, that doesn't mean that you can't get something of value back. That's when you have to search. You know, it took work for me when it was so hard for me to keep a job. I switched jobs. I think with me having PetSmart right now, I think when I'm 38, PetSmart just might be like my 25th job, and I started work when I was 16. But my last job before I was diagnosed, I had been there 3 years, right when I got diagnosed. Rug just pulled from up under me. And like Paul just said, spend time living. But the thing about that, when you living, don't make no dumb decisions. Paul just rhymed for you. Mad skills, mad bars. Come talk to me in the booth. You can't be so serious as well. You have to learn how to laugh. You have to learn how to find something. So nobody really came up, but I think we kind of really hit on the no support. Misty kind of brought us into that and shows us how. And for those who are watching it and they're not live and you're not seeing the comments, or like David, where the support is not there, and so it's hard to just go day by day, and it becomes a crying session. We don't want, nor do we need that in our lives. Again, no, we're not gonna have like days every day where we're gonna be happy every day. But when we're not having those days, there is still something that we can do to sit up here and cushion it. You know, for those who believe in God, you know, speaking into existence. I really, I don't know. And that's me. You know, I'm a God-fearing man. A person that's an atheist. I'm not pushing you away, and I'm not putting my God on you. But you also, there's something that you believe in that keeps you going, and you go to that place when you feel like, oh, I just can't do it anymore. You got to find some type of cushion, guys. We got to, and Paul's saying, make certain you're not locking yourself in your room like a soldier locks himself in his room because he's jumping back to that bunker. Yeah, locking yourself away. Paul just blew it up right there. Don't go lock yourself away. I know some people are not a people person to where, automatically they are that type of person that, they're not good around people. Not talking about you per se, but don't get so depressed and then you just go put yourself in a hole. No, 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 no. No, that's the worst thing ever. You can't do that. Especially if you don't have support, you can't do that. That's like Paul's state meditation. Meditation is a great thing. I have ADHD, adult ADHD, OCD, OTC, can't concentrate, see. So meditation for me is like I get down and I meditate, and then while I'm meditating, I'm not meditating because my mind is running. So it ain't meditation, so it don't work. I have to get better at that because I think that's actually a great thing. But so I think that it's been like an hour and 30 minutes. We're going to I think we're going to end it. Yeah, I think we're going to end it with this. I'm looking at something. Give me 1 second here, as soon as I find it. Because I had posted something on Facebook. Nobody said anything. So I don't know if they didn't understand it, which is funny. But I'm going to basically say it at the end of every show. So it's going to be my closure. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe that's why. I ain't say it right. I'm on my other phone. I have like 30 gadgets. So bear with me, guys. I I think it's actually so. Oh, my bad. Getting a little X-rated here. I got a little hot, so I had to pull my jogging pants off. Not that you guys really need to know that, and so I didn't want to. Make guys think this is an X-rated show, but for anybody that knows French, hopefully I'm not killing this word, but I thought this word was so cool. Well, not word, but saying. Shatim, shatim. I love you, and guys, go to the website. Let's be proactive with each other. Let's help each other out. Anybody that would love to be a part of the reach, the outreach, um, um, I guess I could say department, where if someone message me or text me and that they're willing to talk as well, inbox me. Let me know so I can add you to the list. There's a couple of us already. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we took more time with helping ourselves help each other, all of that love comes back full circle. Open up a little bit more to your support that you have around you, and you will find out if that support is the type of support that you need. And if that's not the type of support that you need, please find support that you need. And until that support is found, don't hesitate to look into the support here on Facebook, here support in the actual physical support group. Like I said, you have that number there. I check the messages every morning. So I love you guys. This will be up 12 o'clock on the website. If you missed it, if you caught the end and you want to see all of it, you can watch it then, or you can catch it when I share it in the groups that I'm in. If you're not in that group, hit me up if you want me to send you a link here, or like I say, ICanBeatMS.com. Go to the website, guys. Love you.